No, you
on
don't
the
create
NES?
levels. You don't create your own levels, but like you can create a platform in front of you and then jump onto that platform to
Sorry, but you're
over
constructing the level yourself, essentially. That's ahead of its
Essentially.
time.
There will be like gaps and things that you can't get through, and then so you have to close that gap yourself. And that is really cool. Like I was actually like, wow, okay, sweet. Like they seem to be bringing games into this NES library that are like sleeper games that like did not get any
and
credit.
I'm okay with that because I obviously some of the games I had played, and I'm like, I'm not going to play it again.
Yeah.
That's how I am with Zelda right now on the NES, just because I've already played it. I probably will at some point, but yeah, that's amazing. And we haven't really talked about this. You can create up to 5 save spaces per like game they have on there, which is huge. Like, and you can save it at any point. Like I was playing Tecmo Bowl, I beat the shit out of a team, much like I beat the shit out of you, Fred, and then So last time we talked about it, Fred had beaten me really bad. I beaten Fred like twice in a row now. Just he didn't even score. It was fucking embarrassing. Anyway, and then Yoshi. Don't even get me started with the Yoshi Tetris style game. I beat his ass all the fucking time in that. Anyway,
I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry, but you can save at any point within those games. That's another big like advancement to the regular NES games that we used to play.
Yeah. The other 2 games for October are NES Open Golf and Dodgeball. These games, I think, are just like kind of par for the course. The golf game, I don't think is going to be anything insane, but it'd probably be a fun game to play against your friends. Dodgeball looks a little bit more fun. It's kind of like in the style of like Double Dragon or River City Ransom, in that like you're kind of walking on that similar plane, but you're throwing dodgeball around, and the rules of dodgeball. You have to catch the ball, throw it at your opponent, or if you don't catch it, then you are eliminated. That's cool. I don't think it's gonna change the world, but I think that'll be fun to play with your friends. It looks like it's at least 4 players, but I think you can only do 1-on-1 no matter what.
What was that? What was that fucking first one or the second one? Sorry, it was something about golf.
NES Open Golf.
Open Gangnam Style.
Oh wow, that was quick thinking.
Yeah, that was. See how that's the stupidest fucking thing I think I've done on this cast. I want you to leave it so everyone be like, Ryan, your jokes don't always fucking work, and that one's a perfect example of my jokes falling completely fucking on its face.
Yeah. So then November, I think November is probably going to be the biggest month for them because one of the most, celebrated franchises of Nintendo's history, Metroid. They're going to be releasing Metroid.
Wait, what is that? That's like the one where you're in the spaceship?
At some point, you're in a spaceship.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember it.
Yep. Samus,
I don't know him, but...
Then Mighty Bomb Jack. So this is another platformer game that, like Solomon's Key, that I just never heard of. I was like, what the fuck is Mighty Bomb Jack? So it looks like an interesting platforming game, like Hidden Gem sort of thing. Again, not going to change the world with this game, but it actually looks pretty fun, and it looks like it's also maybe one of the first games that had multiple endings. Right on the original artwork, it said 4 endings. So that might just
NES was ahead of its time. We always talk about Genesis being ahead of its time. Fuck, NES had some crazy shit when it comes to games and gameplay.
Totally. Even the next game, Twin B, is a shoot 'em up. It's like one of those flying games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's that fast paced. You should probably slow down the tempo a little bit. Yeah. This one is interesting to me because it falls in line with like the theme here is like kind of mishmashing like genres. So in Twin B, it's like a regular shoot 'em up kind of concept where you're flying your ship back and forth and you're shooting these incoming waves of enemies. But it's kind of throwing something else at you in the meantime. There's like these bells that fall down. I'm not sure if this is a theme that goes from the beginning of the game to the end, but the portion of the game that I watched, you're like juggling these bells by shooting them, keeping them in the air, and simultaneously attacking your enemies. without trying to let those bells fall. I'm assuming
sounds like this game brings all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, I don't think there are any whistles.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry.
That to me is fun. That's a fun twist. Like if there was just any other, what was the one that they put on there? Was it Gradius? That it's part of the 20 initial games, or Galactus something.
Oh, that's that game. Yeah, it's like flying and you do things.
Yeah, that to me is like great. If you're into that genre, but this adds a level of fun to it. Another one for December. So now we're going into. So the games for December are actually probably going to be pretty well received as well. Maybe not right off the bat, but once people play these, I think they'll enjoy them. Wario's Woods is falling in line with what they've already done with like Dr. Mario and Yoshi. And what we wanted initially was like Tetris, but we're getting Wario's Woods. It's that style of game where things are falling down from the sky, like different colored, objects. And then with those, bombs come down. And so if you like line up these colors and then you add a bomb to the mix, and you get points for explosions. But the really cool thing with this is they are then mixing genres with platforming. So you play as Toad from the Mario series. He looks much like Toad from Super Mario 2. And you can pick up different
you don't
objects.
even play as Wario in this fucking game.
No, so Wario's like up in a window and he like kind of laughs at you as
He
Wario.
just laughs at you. The game's named after him. He just fucking sits there and giggles like a goddamn jackass.
Well, I think this is...
He looks like a stupid nincomb fucking poop.
In any case, this looks like a fun version of Tetris. I mean, you can walk back and forth. You pick up items to move them to maybe places that you want them to be. Say
we'll have fun with it playing 2-player.
Yeah,
I
think this is going to be fun. I'm actually looking forward to this game. And then to just run through the rest of this list, Ninja Gaiden doesn't need any introduction. You can jump off the walls. You can throw shurikens. You can use your sword. This is actually like
Falcon Punch, motherfucker!
Captain Falcon is not in this.
I heard he might be DLC in the future.
But this is like maybe the first like modern, like what we know now is like modern platformers where you can like jump off the walls and things like that. This is like the first to do that sort of thing. So
I remember you had a friend in that game that was like blonde hair and glasses, wore like a leather jacket, and he was like my favorite character. And he dies at the end.
Perfect, because anything you like, I'd like it to die. And then
you know what? You're a real fucking prick saying some shit like that.
Yep.
And
then closing
list, I'm not letting you off that easy.
Closing out the list for October is a game called Lolo, which is in the style.
I'm not letting you off the hook that easy. Understand? You're going to pay for what you did, what you said to me. I'm going to take that Percocet, I'm going to pop it up your butthole, and you going to think real fine and nice next time you want to say some shit like that to me, sucker.
Okay. And then after that, I will introduce Lolo as closing out the December list. It's like a Link-style adventure game, except like there's no open world. Like Link is kind of like, I don't want to say open world, but it's like whatever. You're trying to get to the top of this castle, and you basically solve the puzzles on the stage, and then you move up, and then you solve the puzzles. Wow.
I'm just saying. It started playing an ad while I was doing that. What a stupid fucking app. It's playing an ad while I'm trying to actually have booing sounds.
Is it YouTube?
No, it was an app I bought.
Okay. Perfect. So that closes out the games that are coming for the rest of the year.
I think that closes our episode in general. Like, I think this has been a horrible episode. It's been a horrible experience for me having to record it with you. I think I'm just about just about up to my limits with you today.
So this is a big fat episode.
Yay! I'm not going there because you called it fat. We were talking about not body shaming things. You called the fucking episode fat just now.
I mean, this
you fat
episode
shaming
is
piece of
like
shit.
It's just busting at the seams.
So kind of like me on a Saturday night. Boom! Falcon Punch, motherfucker!
You done? Thank you for listening to Game Genies. You can find us every Thursday wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find me, Fred, on Twitter at Freddy Skitty, FreddySGHETTI. And you can find Ryan here at
Wizard Hill.
West Texas Hell is what he said.
Right.
Ryan, you got anything else to say before we close out?
Just a jibbity bibbity kibbity shibbity dibbity. I love
All right,
you,
so he does
me,
not.
Everyone between. I love everything about my life because I don't have a wife.
If you have any requests or feedback,
it's okay,
or you want to give us a good review,
I don't
or
have
say
the sperm
hi,
to have
you can find us on Discord as well. If you use Discord, DM us if you can't find how to get there. And keep on flying, genies.
Baby. I just want to say, I thank everybody on a daily basis for listening to the cast. If I see them, I run into somebody and go, hey, I listened to the cast. I liked it. I said, thank you. You know what I realized, though?
What?
I could be getting free enemas. That's the word I'm going to. I could be getting free enemas from these people.
All of them? Or just maybe some of them might work at the enema place?
No, it's not about them working there. I mean, it could be any of the people. It could be Jake the Steak. It could be Brandon. It could be Blake. It could be Dave Cruz. It could be Jimmy Hell. Any of these people that tell us, like, hey, good episode. I like the episode. I could totally be, this guy Brendan at work, too. He listens to it. I could always be like, hey, man, I appreciate it. I'm glad I could do that for you and make you enjoy yourself. And they go, yeah. And I go, if you ever get a chance to help me out, that would be great, too. And then I bet a couple of them be like, do you need help with something? And I go, kiss in the mouth would be nice. And they go, what? And I go, an enema would be great. Give me a coffee enema. And then they would, at least a couple of them would probably agree to do it. Because if I'm bringing joy to their life, they can bring joy to my life by giving me a coffee enema. Moving along to monthly, free, and fun. Why do you have these topic names? Stop it with the names. Monthly, free, and fun.
We don't have to call it this one that. That was a placeholder. Let's call it monthly free games.
I'm already way fucking ahead of you on that one. That's Jesus Christ. Monthly, free, and fun. You fucking fuck.
I'm going to edit to make it sound like you are leading this topic now.
Okay. What does that mean?
Because I'm going to say next topic, and then I'm going to like that, and then I'm going to cut out where you said monthly free and fun, and then we're just going to talk like normal.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. But you will reluctantly be saying it the way that I intend.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. That sounds good.